In the heart of World War II, one city held a secret. One signal broadcast the fate of thousands. And 4 men embarked on a mission that could save the entire Pacific Fleet. This is the story of a forgotten operation, a tale of espionage and sacrifice buried for decades in the archives of war. This is Operation White. By 1943, the war in the Pacific was a brutal chess match, and Japan's moves were often one step ahead. Allied commands suspected a major communications hub, hidden deep within occupied China, was the source. From this nerve center, critical orders were being transmitted to the Imperial Japanese Navy, coordinating attacks and ambush with devastating precision. Finding and cracking this hub wasn't just a priority. It was a matter of survival. The Allies needed to listen in, to turn Japan's greatest strength into its greatest vulnerability. The target was identified, a heavily guarded signals facility in the heart of Nanjing, the occupied capital. Was the American, a Mandarin-speaking OEAAS agent known only as the Scholar. He was the key, the voice that would allow them to blend into the shadows of a hostile city. From Great Britain came the Tinkerer, a signals expert from MI6, a master of wires and waves. His job was to capture the enemy's whispers. Alongside them was the Scribe, a brilliant Chinese cryptographer who had escaped the fall of Nanjing. He wasn't just breaking codes. He was fighting to reclaim his home. The journey began under the cloak of a moonless night, navigating the treacherous currents of the Yangtze River. Disguised as local fishermen, they slipped past Japanese patrol boats, the tension on their small sampan as thick as the river fog. Worried about his delicate equipment, while the Scribe was haunted by the ghosts of his city. They were a powder keg, and Nanjing was the spark. The station itself was a fortress, a nondescript building humming with deadly electricity and guarded by soldiers who shot first and never asked questions. The night of the operation arrived with a cold, biting rain. The air was stale, the silence broken only by dripping water and the thumping of their own hearts. Their destination was a maintenance access point directly beneath the station's primary relay room. As the Tinkerer prepared his equipment, his sudden, chilling realization dawned upon the Scribe. He recognized a specific code phrase used by their local contact, a phrase linked to a known collaborator. It was a trap. The betrayal was instant and violent. The warning came too late. The muffled sound of boots from above was followed by the splintering of wood as the tunnel entrance was breached. Muzzle flashes erupted in the tight corridor, the roar of gunfire deafening. Bleeding and battered, the 3 remaining members burst out into the night. The Scribe clutched a small leather pouch containing the partially deciphered intercepts, the prize they had come for. A prearranged extraction boat was waiting, its engine rumbling impatiently. They tumbled aboard, leaving behind a city in alarm, a fallen comrade, and the shattered illusion of a clean mission. They had escaped, but the cost was immense. The intelligence they escaped with, though incomplete, was a gold mine. The partial cipher keys they'd risked everything for were the missing piece of a massive puzzle. The decrypted messages revealed Japan's Operation Z, a plan for a decisive naval ambush intended to cripple the American carrier fleet near the Mariana Islands. Armed with this foreknowledge, the U.S. Navy didn't just avoid the trap. They set one of their own. The resulting Battle of the Philippine Sea became known as the Great Marianas Turkey Shoot, a catastrophic defeat for the Japanese Navy from which it would never fully recover. The course of the Pacific War had been irrevocably altered. The sacrifice of Operation White saved countless lives and shortened the war. So why has this story remained a secret? The mission was highly classified, its records sealed and scattered after the war. The involvement of multiple nations' intelligence agencies created a web of official secrecy. The survivors, bound by oaths and the trauma of their experience, classified fragments and pieced together accounts. Can their story finally be told? Forgotten heroes, more untold stories waiting to be remembered. Thank you for watching.